Welcome to the Huddle. We are back. We got a good show in store for you guys. Got two special guests on. The first will be Tom Brown from Training Grounds, a very influential man in the community. Helps out with training individuals for work, helping people get jobs, man, and just giving back. He gives back a lot. And then we have another talented young brother by the name of King Harvey. He's doing some good things in the music business, and he's his own man, handling his own business. So we'll talk to both of these individuals today. We want to do a recap on an event we did yesterday. It was real powerful. It was sexual assault and domestic violence training at DeMatha High School with the Gridiron Terminal. And I turn it over to you, Carl. Man, you can talk about a little bit of stuff that we saw yesterday.
JB in the building was good with you, but yeah, the event was great yesterday. They basically just talked about a lot with the with sexual abuse, battery for these young dudes that's playing football. That's going to eventually go to college and one day be in the league, hopefully. So the information that they had passed along to the young guys, I felt was great because a lot of people don't really let them know what to expect when they get to that next level. You in college, you a star athlete, you got all these women coming at you. You don't know how to handle it. So at some point, things will get out of hand. So you gotta be ready for it. So they definitely passed along some good info to the young guys, and there was a few girls there, a few young ladies that sat in on the event as well. So I thought that was definitely a good look. Shout out to the Gridiron.
All right, and shout out to Keith here. She's the owner and creator of that organization, and we appreciate you for allowing us to be there. Hey, Charlie,
Yes,
you
sir.
have a daughter, man.
Wow.
Now I ain't trying to go there. I ain't trying to go there, but you have a daughter, young lady. That's in college. Would you have wanted her to attend an event such as that in high school to prepare her for college?
Well, she actually graduated from Towson on the
Okay.
dean list. And yes, I
Oh.
still want her to attend something of that nature because these young men out here today, some of them may not be focused on the things they need to be focused, as well as the young ladies. So I'm not criticizing just the young men. However, she needs to be aware of the situations that is actually going on. So yes, she definitely, I wish she was able to attend that, but she was in Towson with an AKA event.
Oh, okay. And shout out to the AKAs. Well, we'll come back to you shortly after these few commercials, and we'll have our first guest on to discuss a few questions.
Also, shout out to AJ. He turned 7 today.
Oh,
Happy birthday.
my
Young
man.
young man.
All right, we'll be right back.
Me up to the morning children when my I was closed. Lord, I could move, yeah. Yeah. That's a mighty good reason. You see me shout.
Young fella.
Me up to the morning children when my I was closed. Lord, I could move, yeah. Yeah. That's a mighty good reason. You see me shout.
Just there. All right, welcome back to the Huddle. We have Tom Brown here of Training Grounds. Welcome to the show, Tom.
Appreciate you.
Thank you. My bad,
so, so you know, you're from the area, you know, born and bred. You have Training Grounds. You know, explain to the people that don't know about the organization, you know, what it is, what it's about, and how folks can get in contact with you if they need some help.
First and foremost, I'm honored to be here.
Okay.
And so grateful for the relationship with the Huddle Show. And thank you all for your support of the 0404 2018 event, which was a huge success. And Training Grounds is a nonprofit I founded. Been running for 13 years here
Wow.
in the DC area. Been very fortunate. I believe we've impacted a few people, maybe some people may even say a few thousand through different means. You all been part of the Biz and Hoops Basketball League we do every summer. So this is a great fit, and I'm honored to be here. So this facility that we're in, the studio, is an extension of relationships that we hope to continue to build. So we're just honored to do our little part in society and in this area. So glad to be here.
Okay. So you spoke about the.
How often I'm supposed to do that?
No, it's all good. It's all good. You know, you can spark it up whenever you feel like it.
I had a cue card telling me you clap on that.
So the 0404 event, observance situation for MLK.
Yes, sir.
Went down to Shepherd Park.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, had a pretty good turnout. Our people showed up.
Yes, sir.
Had some young people involved. You know, showing them how they can help their community and do some right things in life, getting good examples given to them. You know, what was your take on it?
You know what? I'm still processing the emotions I had, but it was inspired just because I felt like in a time like this in America, a date like that, 0404 2018, 50 years after Dr. King was killed, if no other day could get us to focus on unity and love, that day should have, right? So that's where I got started. I, talked to people like the Huddle and other great organizations, Dash Marketing, and Charles Mann got involved, and so many other people just said, I don't know how this is going to go, but I agree with you. And I wanted to give ownership because I think one of the things that went wrong after the civil rights movement, there wasn't a lot of succession, strategic, intentional succession handed off to younger people. So I think the generation before me maybe could have done a little more of that. So my intent is to do that better. So I enlisted a lot of young people, Harvey University students, Stand Up Baltimore, students from Great Mills High School where the tragedy was, the school shooting, and a number of people like that. And I wanted to give them the day. I mean, I have relationships. I can get a couple things done, but I didn't want the focus to be on me and this a Tom Brown event or a Training Grounds event. I wanted other people like yourselves. I'm assuming y'all are younger than me. Some of y'all I'm questioning, but to take the forefront and me and people like me will assist. Good Life University, another group of powerful young leaders. So it was about just kind of getting the next leg of the movement started, and we've now initiated a campaign called After 0404 2018, which is into infinity with many other things we'll do together.
Okay, all right.
I like that. Yeah.
So, any questions?
And we got great shirts.
Yeah, I see. And
Yeah,
y'all got
shirts.
Y'all have
Yeah.
my
Yeah, I
size.
just need y'all to know. Yeah.
This is good. This is that's rare.
It's funny because I was thinking about that earlier when I was getting the shirts together. I'm big and tall. That's where I shop. So I picked yours out first.
Hey, I appreciate.
I love.
I
for the
appreciate
big man
that,
first.
man.
You know what I mean? So
it's tough
all
out
good.
here. They don't
Yes,
have
sir.
my size. You guys get the nice shirts, the Calvins. It's a
I
struggle.
do want to give a special shout out to one of you all's team that where this all got started. My man Neil Tucker. When we first were introduced to another good brother of ours, I call him Bean Pie Steve.
Bean Pie Steve.
Sometimes I call him Chef Steve. Like we change uniforms every other day. I wish you all could see all set the uniform he got on today.
He's usually sharp.
Yeah, all the time. But he's a good brother, and I'm just into connecting with good people.
That's good.
Like the essence, the name of this studio is the Doing Good Movement Studio, right? It's just about good people, good things are happening. We don't have to have all the negative, ratchet stuff in front of us. And shows like this give us the opportunity just to have some good, clean fun. So I just appreciate it.
Yeah, two quick questions.
Yes, sir.
One, okay, born and
What
raised.
barber I go to?
No.
No,
I like that one.
Off, bro.
All right, so
Yeah.
how do you feel? You
Ball
know,
men
I'm
run the
born,
world.
I'm born and raised in D.C. myself. How you
Yes,
feel
sir.
when Baloo used to beat Woodson all the time?
Oh.
And number two,
Oh,
your
okay,
favorite go-go band growing up.
So this man went there, y'all.
personal.
Oh, wow.
You know,
Oh,
Baloo used to do our thing to Woodson.
man, look, I don't know what years you were in, but and when I was there, we beat Coolers 33-10 in the Turkey Bowl. So I don't know where Baloo was. Yeah, they was in the stand.
Oh.
But Blue is, not to be taken lightly. I mean,
Yeah.
I got a lot of love for what we call the inner high.
Correct.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
There was so many great ballers that came through and great sports people that came through. But it built a sense of community because when you saw each other all around,
Correct. Right.
that's what's different a little bit today. It turned from competition to a little bit of conflict.
Yeah.
That's what I think is different in DC. The inner high was about just outscoring each other, beating each other. And at
Correct.
the go-go, and my favorite go-go band, I think, ultimately, most people know it's Chuck Brown. I actually have on my phone, me, Chuck Brown, and Marion Barry together with Juju at Anacostia Park.
Wow.
I threw a free Chuck Brown concert and
Wow.
asked Marion to introduce him. So my kids had my favorite picture made into a phone case.
Wow.
So I walk around. So Chuck Brown, I would have to say, but I got love for Essence, mad love
What about
for
Lil
Essence.
Benny?
And Lil Benny, he was the master.
Yeah.
I mean, Little Benny, I knew him when I was a kid. When I lived on Atlantic Street, he was the reason why I picked up the trumpet and played the trumpet because him and Mark Lawson, Godfather, was rehearsing, and I was like 3-4 years younger than them. Would go over their house and watch them rehearse, and I picked up the trumpet to play it because of Lil Benny. Like literally played it for about 6 or 7 years.
What about Junkyard? They started off on like little cans.
Yeah. What can you say? Nothing but love. I mean, I just love go-go. Period. Like even now with my old self, go-go still reigns. I'm in love with God and gospel.
Yes, sir.
I have an appreciation for a lot of genres, but go-go raised me, man. Go-go raised me. And the thing I love about Chuck is Chuck Brown was a little different because he taught young brothers back during that time how to be a gentleman and don't feel like you're losing your street cred.
Wow.
And I love that.
Yeah.
That he taught us that balance, and that's the difference in Chuck to me and a lot of the other go-go artists. But I think there's some great artists out now. I love Team Familiar, and Let It Flow. I mean, I'm into it.
Pleasure Band.
Pleasure, my sister was one of the lead rappers. Lawan Wani was one of the lead rappers of Pleasure Band. So she did that for a few years. That's one of the a few little connections. I mean,
Well, I'm glad. I'm thankful that you're doing especially when you're back to Shepherd Park in Southeast, right off the Martin Luther King Avenue.
Yes, sir.
I was very thankful to hear about your program. Unfortunately, I had to take care of,
You at the barbershop.
Yeah,
No, I get it. It's all good.
Experts live around the corner though. Expert barbershop.
Yeah, but no, it's all good. And mind you, that intersection is the intersection, one of the few in the world. And the reason why we chose it is one of the few intersections in the world where Malcolm X and Martin Luther King intersect.
That is true.
That's
that is
important.
true. That is
Like
true.
because
It used to be
there's
called
so
Portland
much,
Street.
There's so much. Yes, I was born actually at 250 Portland. When I was born, that's where I lived. So full circle for me was kind of weird when I really slowed down and said, "Oh my God, it's the street where I was born." I was having this event, but it's a lot of miseducation about the separation between Dr. King and Malcolm X in the nation, right? And so one of the things that I take pride in is that I invited and had one of the ministers representing the Nation of Islam as part of that day. It was a very inclusionary piece. I extended it out to all faiths and all people that had a message that was healthy and hopeful for our people, because that's what Dr. King embodied to me. It wasn't no separation or segregation in the way he approached this thing.
Right.
So whether you're a dreamer and you're dealing with the DACA issue, gun safety issue, Me Too women's movement, Black Lives Matter, I invited them all because he represented all human rights, not just a certain group. So I wanted to bring that back to the conversation. Let's come together on all the imbalances of human rights that exist in our world. And let's come together, because if we all come together with the movements I listed and others I didn't, we outnumber those who are against it.
That's true.
That's where Dr. King was killed for that kind of effort with all the people with him. So that's what 4/4/2018 is hoping to restart that attitude, that focus.
Thank you, bro.
It sounds like we got a mayor in the works, we see he got a lot of
Hey,
talent.
Steve, put your hands down, man.
Got-
I look right at you, Steve.
Got a lot of talent here. You play the trumpet. At first, I want to apologize in public for hitting a half-court shot. to win
Hey,
that
hey,
$50.
that was a setup,
So,
man. That was a
but
setup, man. It's all good, man. I
you
know,
know,
Look
that,
at you. I saw
I
it.
know the $100 went to charity.
yeah, we went back to the people.
And I apologize. That was a counterfeit 100 too.
Yeah, it's all good. We gonna go into these sports a little bit. All right, so right now NBA season got a couple MVP candidates. LBJ, Russ, Brown, and the Big. Now, Charlie, what you think about Russ, man? You think he should be the MVP or not?
Ah, great question, but he averaged a triple double twice, back to back season.
Yeah.
But Magic Johnson, great player. He had average. I mean, he had 138, and Oscar, the great O, he had a total of 181 triple double in the season. I mean, out of his career. But for me, for you to average a triple double back to back, that means you're putting work in. Your team needs you. So my vote would be Russ.
Okay. What's on your mind, JB?
I mean, first and foremost, like, share, subscribe.
Oh,
Welcome
okay.
to the huddle.
Plug.
But now, LBJ, he doing his thing. This season, he looked like he was like 25 again. Stats up from last season. Granted, their record ain't as good as last season, but he still put the work in.
Okay, so
I ain't mad at him.
so you saying he a vampire?
Hey, he got that fountain of youth or something.
Yeah. So what's your thoughts, man? Who you think gonna be the MVP this year?
LBJ, I was confused. It was President Lyndon B. Johnson. I was confused. Man, well, maybe
LeBron James.
Oh,
LeBron James.
Oh, that guy.
The king,
Man, I'm leaning more towards man Westbrook just because I think the value he gives to his team is tremendous, and not to take away from James Harden, because I'm a huge James Harden fan, but to average a triple double,
2 years.
if that doesn't epitomize the most valuable player, I'm not sure. I mean, scoring, number one leading scoring is a big deal, but I'm leaning more towards Russell Westbrook as well, man, for real. Or Lyndon B. Johnson.
Lyndon B. Johnson. All right, well,
only thing though with Russ is you got another star athlete,
Two.
so you don't really.
Melo's.
You got another star.
Yeah.
But he did it without the star last year.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. He didn't have to do it this year. He had a supporting cast, and he still was out there probably overworking himself.
The average a triple
Well,
double. Yeah.
two more people that's in the running. You got the bid, James Harden. I think he's good scoring wise. He doesn't get enough rebounds, but he does make a compelling case to be MVP. He's averaging 30 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. I mean, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. Correct. I almost got it wrong. And then you also got Anthony Davis, man. Anthony Davis,
The brow.
the brow.
He's a year or two off, but he's real close.
Cousins went down. They don't really have a really strong roster, strong bench, and he keeps plugging away.
He kept trucking.
Yeah, he's averaging 28 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. Assists need to come up a little bit, but it's a chance he can get it because without him, the team do nothing. They ain't doing nothing this year. So he definitely makes them go. Next question. Rookie of the year. Is it fair for Ben Simmons to even be in the conversation?
Is it fair? He is the conversation.
How is he the conversation? He came out in what, 2016. This is 2017, 18. So he actually received a paycheck from the Sixers. He actually got to travel with them. He had coaches coaching him, going to meetings. So technically, he's not a rookie.
Oh. Hey, they say he a rookie, he a rookie.
I mean,
so would anybody make an argument for Donovan Mitchell out of Utah? I mean, he had a really good year.
Yeah, but he got a better overall team.
You think so?
No,
Yeah.
I think the teams are about equal.
He got veterans on his team.
But I'm not exactly sure how Ben Simmons is declaring him a rookie per se.
Correct.
Because I do agree. 2016, I mean, come on. But I mean, I think the youngin is amazing. I was actually watching the game last night with two of my sons, and man, I see another Kobe emerging in this youngin.
Well, he averaged 20.
He got some goods. And I'm not even a
20
big
points
Kobe
a game.
fan, but I respect Kobe.
Mitchell averaged 20 points a game, 3.7 rebounds, and assists, compared to Simmons only at 15 points per game. So, but
Well, we'll see. We'll see. We'll find out real soon since the playoffs. They're gonna make them announcements with
so
like
who you
June.
vote for?
Me,
Yeah.
I go for Donovan Mitchell. So make sure you guys like and subscribe to the show. When you subscribe, click on the bell so you can get the reminders of when we go live. And we'll be right back after these commercials.
We out.
Me up this morning, children. When my eye was closed, Lord, I could move, yeah. Yeah. That's a mighty good reason. You see me shout. Me up this morning, children. When my eye was closed, Lord, I could move, yeah. Yeah. That's a mighty good reason. You see me shout.
All right, welcome back, y'all. We have King Harvey on deck here to talk some sports. My man is very engaged in sports life. We're gonna get back to what he does, but first we want to talk about KD. It's rumored that he is going to opt out of his contract. If he does, is this a good move, and where should he go? What you think on it, JB?
I mean, he following suit like LeBron and some of the other guys opting out so he can get more bread, but also so he can do these like 1 to 2 year deals like everybody else been doing. So I ain't mad at him. So he can get that check.
So you don't think he's
So
gonna leave?
I don't think he's in a good spot right now. So even with Curry out, him and
Klay Thompson.
Clay still getting the job done. So I think as long as their drive is moving forward with the team, none of those shakeups, I think he's gonna stay.
All right, what you think, King Harvey?
I think it's a good fit. Like my man said here, I don't see like Will Smith said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like you found a good fit. You found a place where you could thrive, and you got a great supporting cast around you. The last place he needs to come, as we were discussing a little off air, is here in Washington D.C., folks. And
Oh yeah.
sad to say that.
Yeah, yeah. Charlie, what's on your mind, man? What you think he should do?
I think he should stay out Golden State. Just don't keep bouncing around like LeBron did. Just go ahead and just build your legacy in in OKC what you have done, then just stay in Golden State. That's what I say. Stay there.
All right, so let me ask y'all this, man. If he's doing this to re up, get a bigger contract, the question that I have is Golden State gonna be able to afford him? Like who do you want to let go? Because they ain't gonna be able to pay everybody.
You're right.
Because I mean, Steph, even though he's in contract, it's a lower contract than probably should get, considering the TV deal has expanded everybody's salary cap. You're gonna have to re up on Draymond soon. Clay got his money, but then you got to worry about being able to have a bench. You got a wealthy bench.
Right.
You know,
So would you
not
prefer the
just a
bag or
healthy.
you prefer rings?
Man, look, they prefer rings. They used to getting them now.
Right.
So everybody gonna have to. So at least the top tier gonna have to take a cut at some point, or work out a deal to where they get incentives. So whether it's most 3 pointers, most assists, or getting us back to the championship, they gonna have to work out those
Yeah,
incentives.
because the Sean Livingston's of the world demand a little paycheck.
Just
Yeah.
a little. Just a little.
Cook for the
So,
world too.
you know what happened?
Yeah, the cook.
Oh yeah. Good shout out to Quinn Cook, man. Congratulations on your contract,
Shout
brother.
out.
Yes, sir.
We see you doing good things in Golden State. Good weather, good money now. That's big mad at you.
Hometown kid, too.
Hometown.
Exactly.
All right. So look, playoffs have started.
Mhm.
First few games yesterday and continuing on today.
Mhm.
What's your thoughts on? Let's just go ahead and talk about the Wizards in Toronto. What's your thoughts on how that first game went?
So from what I saw yesterday, because I didn't get to see the whole game, but from what I saw yesterday, Kyle Lowry actually showed up to play. Like he looked much better that first game than he did last season or the season before that. So I think Toronto they came to play
So,
this year. I
so
think
what do you think he did different to be better this year so
he
far?
just looked from looking at the game. He just played with more heart. Like he was more aggressive out there this time. Like I seen him getting rebounds. I seen him like he was working.
It looked like he was going to the basket a lot more.
He did drive. He did drive more instead of shooting, instead of settling for the jumper, which was that's
Yeah.
how he got a couple putbacks. So I mean, he definitely hooping.
So Charlie look a little antsy over there. We know we talking about your Wizards, man.
Yeah,
Nah,
So,
the only thing I'm afraid of, Philly looking good.
Yeah.
Philly looking good.
Yeah,
I mean,
we ain't talking about them just yet. Cause I'm a little sad. I'm a Heat fan. We got dogs.
I mean, do you think they can be a three-peat? You got Villanova who just won, the Eagles just won. You think Phillies can actually get to the championship?
Nah.
I don't know.
That's going to be a
see them
tough
get
one.
to the championship.
That's a tough
I
one.
don't know who's gonna really come out the East, to be honest with you. That's how I feel. But
Especially since the Cavaliers lost today too, so it's the East is wide open.
Is why.
whoa,
Granted.
first of all, let's chill.
Okay.
On the one.
Let's pull that back. Pause. So, all right. So, what do the Wizards got to do, honestly?
Everybody had to eat. When Wall was out, the whole team was playing better, and then soon Wall got back. No disrespect to Wall. Wall, he's a great player, but he plays more isolation ball. But granted, if he penetrate, he would definitely kick it out to the wing. So they just have to come together right now and beat Toronto. That's all. I'm rooting for the Wiz.
All right. So, it was mentioned. Cavs lost today. Uh, what does that mean to you, King Harvey, man? What you think about that?
I honestly am in agreement, man. I feel like the East is kind of wide open. I feel like the Wizards haven't bought into, I guess, like he said, that unification. Like when your best man goes down, of course everybody's gonna get in and get their hands dirty. But now it's a level of complacency that Wall is back.
Right.
That's not gonna get you to the championship. Two, I'm not sold on LeBron's team this year. LeBron is having one of the best years ever. Like March was probably the craziest March he's ever had. But I feel like Philly, if they can mesh like they've been doing and keep that same tempo, they something to deal with, man. In the East.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, if they come out flat again, and lose again at home, I mean, they say it's not a series until somebody wins on the road, and it's already a series because the Pacers went in there and just took they went to Cavs' house, sat at the head of the table.
And take the big piece of chicken.
Yeah,
But
piece of
do
chicken.
you think the NBA would actually allow that?
Huh?
Do you think the NBA would actually allow that?
I hear what you're saying,
Good point.
but that was an 18-point loss.
Yeah, you still got to play the game. So even if you think the fix can be in, you still got to play the game.
Lakers
So
Kings.
ain't nothing I can do as a ref or as the commissioner anything if they down 18. I can't swing that.
More fouls.
More fouls.
More
Son,
fouls.
can't
Man,
swing
well,
it if down 18.
look, when I played 2K, LeBron James free throws at like 69. So
Yeah, a little
that
shaky.
might not help. But man, look, let's move into what talk about King Harvey, man. So look, tell the people, what you do, how you do it, and how to get in contact with you, man.
First and foremost, man, the man upstairs, I couldn't do anything without God, bro. Like at the end of the day, I don't think any man can. No man is an island. No man gets anything done on his own. Outside of God, is that beautiful woman that's over there. That's
Hey now,
with
shout
the
out.
camera. She
Shout out
she
to the lady.
she literally is like my COO, my assistant, my therapist, my everything, man. So
Okay, shout
and
out to the brownie points.
and we kind of build this together like but this is my label, as you can see right here, 1013 Lifestyle. That's our music group that we co own together.
Okay.
We started the label. It's actually the logo and the actual name came from my great grandma. We're born on the same day,
Okay.
October 13th, and I wanted my company to have, I guess, some type of meaning or substance to me, because anything that you're doing or you're putting into the world, basically the laws of power say you'll get back. So I gotta, I gotta put something positive into it.
Brother out here kicking this knowledge. I better get a pen and paper.
And just basically, I'm working on an album right now called "Long Live the King."
Okay.
I'm a dad of five. I also have a stepdaughter,
Oh yeah.
and so I feel like outside of being an artist, my platform is there to speak for the people. And on like Mr. Coach Brown just had some crazy topics, and I would love to partner with him because my girlfriend's also a school teacher. She teaches
Oh,
at
okay.
Friendship Chamberlain right there by Potomac Avenue.
Mhm.
And it's a lot of things that I see just in the inner city and in the schools that I feel like the lack of our presence, like black males, black men that's actually there that care enough and that will actually buck what these some of these young guys are doing. It's a lot of us are scared to approach them, and we don't understand that a lot of them are scared. It's a defense mechanism.
Yep.
So I feel like what you guys have going on here, the huddle is great. It's positive. We want to partner and be a part of things like this because we can change. Like Coach Brown said, if we come together, totally like music, sports, entertainment, nonprofit, all those things can all be muddled into one and be made to be something greater than it really is. So I just salute you got going on here. I also played football and recs in the inner city, so
Okay.
I'm big on sports. I love like we were just having a Woodson conversation. I love seeing guys from the area like KD just have success. Clint Cook too, man. I know his story. He had a pretty tough road to get where he's at. So I got much respect for our area and what we got going on here, and I hope artists as well as myself come and support you guys, man.
Hey, we appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
King Harvey, you say about your new album about to come out. Can you give us a little info on it? And can you drop a
Oh,
little lyrics on it?
it's,
Can you drop a little lyrics like?
it's awesome, man. Actually, I just my single Teardrops just got dropped. Salute to Tony Reyes and CO Denden over at 95.5. They just dropped my single 2 weeks ago on the radio on Monday night. Been getting a lot of streams there, a lot of play. You can actually get it on Spinrilla if you follow me at King Harvey 1013. You can click the link in my bio. If it's trash, just stop listening.
Hey, hey,
That's
drop some
that's
voice,
simple.
drop some voice.
I just speaking
mean-
of MLK, I just finished a single. Basically, it's called MLK, just kind of embodying the presence of being a dreamer and how everybody has a dream. So, on my second verse, I say they call me Harvey the King. What I say? You call me Harvey the King, or call me Harvey the Great. I put this pain in my pen. I found a way to escape. You could tell I was hungry because I was scraping the plate. I'm looking up at the Lord, like, please tell me my fate. And I go a little bit into it, but the single will be available. The album Long Live the King is full of substance. I'm not a mumble rapper. I'm not here to honestly. I don't care if you party or not. I want you to do something better for your life when you listen to me. So
Appreciate that, brother. Really do,
I
man.
appreciate you guys, man. Definitely.
All right, well, speaking on the inspiration this brother just gave, kind of inspired topic, Andre Ingram. God brought up from the D League with the Lakers. He played 10 years in the D League, and he's actually classified as a rookie. He's what, the second rookie ever in history. The man dropped 19 points. Earned him a nice piece of change in 3 days.
Yeah, man.
So my question is, was this one of the greatest resilience stories ever? You got the Rudies of the world, You know, you got your man that just went through the combine that got one arm.
Yeah.
You know, so like, where's a story like this rank for y'all? Is it pretty up there? Is it the top, or is it just a good story to have?
I mean, it's definitely a good story to have, especially for, like determination, hard work, focus. Like, dude, you in the D League for 10 years, like, you gotta love what you're doing to be in the D League for 10 years. Because most of the time, most of those guys will be in the D League like 1-2 years, then they go overseas. So to be there 10 years, hey, you definitely, put that work in.
To have his to have his wife and his two daughters come out there with him, and you in LA playing in front of one of the best cities in the NBA. So much respect, much love for him and his family.
What you think, man?
I respect it. I can kind of relate. I started doing music, and I want to say 2008, 2009.
Okay.
My first radio single that got broke was this year. That's almost 10 years. It's a matter of having resiliency. If he has the focus and his family is behind it, then what more beautiful story than that man's story right now?
Right, yeah.
So,
Motivate others.
yes,
Sounds like a movie to me.
sir.
Make it.
Cut the check.
All right, so last topic here. Dez Bryant, unfortunately released by my Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
You know, do you think it was a good move for it to happen, or where do you think he'll end up going?
Personally, I don't think it was a good move as a fan, because I'm a Cowboy fan, so, didn't want to see that. But business-wise, I felt it was dumb when they did it. I felt like they should have tried to trade him during the season, get something for him, versus just release him.
What you think, Charlie? Oh, I'm sorry. You know where you go.
But as far as where he going, for me, I would want to see him go to like Green Bay. Go where it's gonna be a good quarterback. Green Bay. I even go play with Tom Brady if you can. Don't stay in conference unless you go to the Eagles. Because they got a nice squad. He can be an addition to.
Yeah. Cutthroat business. I mean, he just got that 1 year guaranteed money. Then after that, they let him go. Dad still got about 2 or 3 years left in his tank. If he get to the Eagles gonna be dominating for the next 2 or 3 years. But once again, the Skins always pick up the Cowboys leftover. So I'm a Skins fan, but I don't know about that move.
All right, what you think, man?
Honestly, like you said, it's business, man. It happens to guys in and out of free agency every year. Honestly, I'm a 49ers fan my whole life, so we'll take them in the Bay Area. Quite frankly, we don't have nothing out there. But like my man said here, go to a competitor. Go somewhere where your last couple years in the league, you're gonna get the max potential out of yourself. So
Yeah, I'd love to see him in the East. Going against the Cowboys twice a year. That'd be nice.
Man, look, I don't want to see that. I ain't gonna lie to you. 49ers, y'all been spending some money, so he could go there. But I think I understand it was a business move, and
Raiders.
and he wasn't producing the same way for the dollar. You're getting paid for a certain kind of production.
Yes, sir.
So the three teams I see you could possibly go to is the Patriots, Packers, or the Saints.
What about the Raiders though? Gruden?
Nah, he ain't gonna be able to go out there. So look, we're gonna be back soon after these commercials. Please take the time to like and subscribe to the Huddle Show, and we'll be back shortly with B&B and the 2-minute drill. Welcome to the Huddle.
Me up this morning, children. When my eyes I was closed, Lord, I could move, yeah. That's a mighty good reason. You see me shout.
welcome back. We got the brains and beauty of the week. We got what's her name, Miss Abby Reed of Florida Atlantic University this week. I came across her page like I do all of them.
Because you're on the swipes, huh?
Yeah, I was on this other page that posts all these nice athletes. So came across her page. She was doing her thing, attractive, but also she be killing it in volleyball. So that's what made me pick her. Also, she a communications major, which I found that out after doing a little research. So brains and beauty of the week, Abby Reed.
I got and you're not too familiar with volleyball, so you don't know if you're a volleyball player. And y'all go do some athletic activities for a date, and she dog you.
I'm not telling nobody. I'm not telling nobody.
Do you still date her?
I'm a dater, but I'm gonna let her know. Hey, look, don't tell nobody that you beat me in this game.
Oh, all right.
It's off limits.
Okay.
It's off limits.
At least y'all know about JB that.
Cause she 5'11", so
Yeah, she's dunking on you.
no one's gonna dunk on me. I've never been dunked on. I'm 33. I've never been dunked on.
Okay.
JB will tell you, I will foul you before you dunk on me.
It's
not going down. Well, what's good, Charlie P? We got the 2-minute warning. What you got for us this week?
Well, earlier we talked about the NBA playoff. I just want to give a quick shout out for the Hockey League NHL playoff. Right now, no one has been following in hockey, but the Penguins, they have an opportunity to be a three-peat. The last time we had an NHL team three-peat, was the New York Islanders back in the 80-83. I'm watching hockey just for this particular reason. You seen Jordan did it, you seen Kobe and Shaq do it, but to see a hockey team do a three-peat,
that's tough.
Yeah,
that's real tough.
That's where Crosby is, the dude Crosby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah,
they been cheating. They got all the players,
Every year, because I don't watch hockey, but I catch the highlights.
Right.
So every year I see them, and they always dogging. Every year.
They always do it on Capitals. For some reason, Capitals can never get past them for some odd reason.
I mean, it's tough when you got the Monstars out there.
All right, here's another question. Which hip-hop group would be better in sports? You got Wu-Tang Clan, Run DMC, NWA, or Public Enemy? Who would you go with? Wu-Tang, they got Method Man.
Yeah, but none of them can hoop. Only one person out of Wu-Tang can hoop. Only one. They watch karate movies and all that. They ain't hooping.
All right,
So
NWA got Ice Cube.
NWA, so two of them can hoop. So they might give, because Drake can hoop for real.
Right.
So so they might be the better group.
Okay.
None of them hooping though.
Public Enemy, you have Chuck D,
Nah.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav is not hooping.
And then Run DMC, you got Jam Master Jay.
What you think, King Of?
As an artist, I'm just cracking up, man, first of all. But
Well, who would you work with?
I'm with NWA, man. Q could ball.
Yeah.
Q could ball. And like you said, Dre got a little bit of height on him, a little bit of length. Dre been in the weight room and all that. You got a little bit more athleticism, man. Wu-Tang, they up in Staten Island doing them, man. They not worried about them.
So which hip hop group would you rank? 1, 2, 3, 4?
I'll probably go NWA #1. Wu-Tang 2, just because they so deep. Like, they can swap out a bench on you if they need to.
See, then they might be a better basketball team.
And
better squad.
Public Enemy, Chuck D, he'd probably be a dope coach. His knowledge is concerned. He gonna get you motivated, but
but Run DMC,
outside of that,
the Adidas, you still sing that song.
You can't hoop in shell toes. You can't.
They had bad ankles out there.
Yeah, you can't hoop in shell toes. This is not gonna work.
Oh,
NWA,
I think they're gonna take it. They're gonna take it.
NWA, huh?
Yeah.
NWA.
I mean,
the Jerry curls.
I'm about to say, because Eazy-E probably run the point guard pretty good.
Also, NWA might have Snoop come off the bench.
They might drive Snoop.
Yeah.
On a humble.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Snoop can hoop.
Yeah, man.
That's
That's Coach Snoop, man.
Coach Snoop. Yeah, I watched the show.
But I
It's
don't know,
pretty
he's good at football. I don't know if Snoop
One
can hoop
transition.
though.
Nah, he can hoop.
He can hoop?
Yeah, still
still to this day.
Oh, all right, because
Yeah.
most of the time, if you're good in football, you really can't hoop.
So he had a team, and they played against 2 Chainz team this like a couple months ago.
And 2 Chainz can hoop.
Yeah,
really
and,
ball.
they won that, and Snoop was the MVP.
Okay.
Wow.
For real?
Wow.
Yeah, Snoop was out there.
I ain't mad at Snoop.
I ain't know Uncle Snoop was hooping.
Yeah, he could hoop. He said, "I'm out here," you know.
I mean, I know you know the X's and
Okay.
O's, but you know, and he can make some mean fried chicken. I seen him on the show.
Oh yeah,
Marvin.
Yeah,
always
you know,
circle back to
man.
food, huh? Okay.
I'm hungry right now.
Hey,
It
I
did.
could use a plate. You know.
Hey,
Yeah,
So,
I need my wings, you know. The fearless leader never get
who
my
owe
wings.
you some
Somebody
wings,
on
Jay? Who owe you some wings?
What's that dude's name? Tucker?
Tucker?
Yeah.
I think I know him.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know,
Sheesh.
you should call him, tell him bring them wings, cause we
Actually
could use
supposed to
a
be
wing.
actually supposed to be 3 dozen now because the first week supposed to be a dozen.
Oh.
You missed the second week.
Oh, so it
you just
Just
tallying
keep
up.
adding
Yeah,
on.
that was his
Tallying up.
agreement.
Oh, you like parking tickets then. You
Right.
just-
Sheesh, Charlie knows himself. Don't bet Charlie.
Nah, don't bet Charlie. Pay up quick.
Hey,
Back to you, Mike Lay.
All right. Well, you know what, man? Just want to thank King Harvey for coming on the show, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you. fellas, man.
Just
Thank
one
you.
more time, give everybody information, shoot your information out there so everybody can get in contact with you.
Man, first of all, salute the Huddle Show again, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all right now follow him right now.
Appreciate
And
that.
y'all follow me at King Harvey 1013, man, on Instagram. Follow the label at 1013 underscore the underscore label. You can look for my music on Spinrilla or SoundCloud at 1013 Music Group. And look forward to the album, man. Long Lady King coming soon, man. Salute the Huddle Show.
I appreciate you, King Harvey, for
Thank you,
coming on,
sir.
man. And like the young man said, follow us, follow him. You know, keep tuning in. And we'll see you guys next week. Welcome to the Huddle.